I've been going on Letterboxd more and more lately because I like looking at reviews every once in a while, and I noticed almost every film has this is blank for white people or this is blank for blank people.
What?
To where it's like this is the white person's Get Out or this is like this is the women version of Black Panther, because it's like a movie that a culture will generally go around and be like, oh my god, this is our movie.
Oh god.
So I noticed that because we watched that shitty movie The Nobody, which is awful. I don't know if we talked about
with
that
Bob
last week.
Odenkirk.
No, I was actually gonna bring that up. That movie led nowhere.
That fucking sucked. If you don't know what The Nobody is, it's Bob Odenkirk doing a John Wick movie, which I thought would be hilarious, but there's almost no comedy in it, and it's
there's
really
also
shitty.
no plot.
There's no plot. Either way, so I went looking for reviews on that movie, and they're like, oh my god, this is the 50-year-old man's Black Panther.
That's so specific.
They do it for every movie, because we also ended up watching Don't Worry, Darling, which I thought it was alright. But whenever I was looking through reviews of it, it's like, oh my god, this is the white woman's Get Out. And I'm like, is this just a thing that they do for every review? And I was just looking through movies,
I
and I
thought
was like, holy shit,
Midsommar
they
would
do
be
that
way.
The best review though of Don't Worry, Darling was, this is the Matrix for losers.
Did you see Don't Worry, Darling?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so
Okay.
we can't
I know
tell
he
you.
liked it because it reminded him of Westworld.
If
It
anybody,
also reminded me of Twilight Zone.
if anybody wants to
makes
see
sense.
that movie, I'm sorry.
Spoiler
alright.
alert! I don't want to
But
see
we
it.
kind of want to spoil it, but I don't think we will.
It honestly, it's one of those movies that I don't think it necessarily deserves the bad review that it gets.
The only
be
reason
honest,
why
though-
it did is because Olivia Wilde fucked it up for herself.
To be honest, though, really, with spoiling that movie, it's really hard to, in my opinion, because like by the first 15 minutes, I had exactly an idea of what was going to happen and what was going on. It was just seeing how it unfolded that I was like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
You knew what was gonna happen. You just want to see the execution.
Basically, because like they try to be subtle about it, but there's hints everywhere, and I'm like, okay, yeah, so that's what's happening. That makes
I
sense.
see. Yeah.
It's one of those ones to where they're like, guys, you don't see it coming. We're like, yeah, I it's right
You're
there.
dropping big hints.
I'm like, he's right behind you. Yeah,
That's
get
how I
it.
felt with Get Out. Like I was like, man, it's just gonna like be kind of predictable. But honestly, it was okay. I liked
No,
it.
even with that, I like Don't Worry, Darling. Like, it, and with Get Out, I loved Get Out. I kind of knew where it was going, but I was just like, let's just see how it happens.
There were alternative endings to Get Out, which one of them where he went to prison, but he was actually happy he was in prison because he killed the family and they didn't believe him. But I was like, that's a bit bleak, but it makes sense. But I did like the ending where like they just die and he gets away with it.
Yeah,
But honestly, when you think about it, there's more of those people who fucking like switch bodies.
definitely are.
Honestly, it would be cool if it like a John Wick type of movie where he just fucking kills all those crazy people.
You see,
It turns into an action movie.
the hilarious thing is, me and Thomas were talking about the ending of Don't Worry, Darling. We're like, yeah, they should continue it like a John Wick type movie. And I was just like, no, let's not do that. Never
Honestly,
mind.
I kind of thought that is where it was going towards.
I really hope
Because it
they're
kind of
not
feels like a
going
movie
to.
that it's setting itself up for a sequel, but I don't think Olivia Wilde will get it.
I don't
No,
want it to
because
have a sequel.
it didn't do very well.
It didn't do very well, but again, I still stand by my point of saying that, and again, maybe I could be wrong, but I do think it will be a movie that may get some reevaluation maybe in the next 10 years.
You mean like how Westworld was a TV show, but they kind of fucked it up?
No, he means like it'll be like a cult classic.
Oh.
People look back on it and are like, oh, that wasn't that
Joe
bad.
Ramone, if you're listening.
Like how
Almost
I
cult
talked
classics.
about it with, I told him about it, like, it's kind of like, In the Mouth of Madness is a movie that got shit on so bad for Carpenter fans, like, everybody hated it, and then it's now it's one of those movies that's getting more reevaluated, like,
Dude, it's been like that for a while now.
That's the majority of Carpenter's work.
Yeah,
though.
except Ghost of Mars. That movie fucking blows.
yeah, but
Thank
like
God
that's
it's not
it's
getting
that type of
reevaluated.
situation where I think it'll be something like that.
It definitely could. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't.